They told me boys don't cry or play with Barbies, so my whole life I've tried my hardest to be the man that they wanted me to be.
WingLess, the bad end meets the good end arc. Stay. When he finished crying, or when he couldn't cry anymore, he rolled to grab a glass of water. You done? Kay was leaning beside the bed, a glass of water in hand. I came back when I heard crying and muffled wailing. You didn't have to. Oh, trust me, I wanted to. Why are you still here? I thought you left. Yes, I left to watch whatever you tried to watch but didn't. And I didn't get to finish. Kay eyed the paused video on the laptop. It stopped at 10:47 p.m., right after both best friends went into the room. Shoya's breath hitched and he hiccuped real bad. He forced himself into calming down and succeeded by a little bit. You really don't have to watch it. I mean, fucking would be the only reason, right? If not that, why would I limp? Sunshine, you asked me to trust you when you couldn't even trust yourself. Kay took one of Shoya's hand and wrapped it around the glass of water. He took the other and did the same. Sunshine, I'll take the risk and watch the video with you. Shoya's tears, which he thought were all dried up, began flowing as he tipped his head back to drink his water. Such an ugly crier. Kay stood up and got the laptop off the table. He put the laptop on his pillows and placed Shoya in between his crossed legs, sitting on the bed. Shoya was wiping away tears and snot with his hands and was left with a mess. Kay just chuckled and pulled out a towel from a cabinet beside his headboard and gave it to Shoya. Shoya cleaned up and blew his nose before folding the towel on his lap and leaning back against Kay. Comfy? Although Kay knew it was uncomfortable because of the wings on Shoya's back, he asked nonetheless. Shoya bobbed his head up and down. He pressed play and they both watched the video. Shoya and Tobio wobbled into the room and jumped on the bed. But instead of hitting the mattress, two pairs of hands from different sides reached out for both boys and then they disappeared. The two were then returned exactly an hour later, the wind tucking them in bed and not bothering to clothe each boy. The video ended at 11:59 p.m. of December 29, 2022. The video December 30 played next, fast forward to morning and showed the face of Kay who had just returned. Kay from the video froze, then angrily took off the covers and after seeing both naked, stormed out. Shoya paused the video and shut the laptop. So that's why I felt cold. I still don't get what happened, but at least you didn't cheat on me with Toby. And it isn't cheating if it isn't consensual. And your soulmate mark doesn't have a black line across it. Shoya looked up at Kay and laughed as he possibly could. I forgot you could see that too. Kay inhaled the scent of their shared shampoo from Shoya's hair. Strawberries. Not everybody cheats on their mates. But a black line across it is so dramatic. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't check sooner. It's fine. I could have saved us the trouble. It's fine. I actually didn't forget. I was just scared to know if you really did cheat on me. It's Wait, does that mean I didn't cheat on you? But why did I limp if I didn't cheat? Shoya looked up at Kay and had those big rounded eyes red from crying and looking like it would start doing so again. Hey, calm down. I think Moo knows. Right. When you left, he talked with the group and told them we have issues he might know of. Let's go. Shoyo had turned his body towards Kei and gripped the front of Kei's shirt. His eyes anxious and his heart beating fast. First, why don't we calm down? Sunshine, your heart isn't beating right. Shoyo blinked up at Kei and his eyes closed, passing out in Kei's arms. The safest place on earth for the world. You really shouldn't push yourself too much, Shoyo. Kei shifted Shoyo's position so he would be comfortable. He then changed the surroundings into a cliff and the bed became grass right above the edge. Kei jumped, opening his wings and soaring through the air, his destination clear and his theory yet to be proven. Once he returned to the core of the realm where all the others were, he gently placed Shoyo on a beanbag, materializing small moon and sun plushies, then placing them all over Shoyo. He took one glance around the room and observed 3 things. 1. The club was sent home. 2. Moon was busy casting spells to the world. 3. For some reason, Yamaguchi is kicking the life out of Kageyama and Sun. So... Moon glanced at Kei and unmuted the people behind him. The people behind him acknowledged Kei's presence by stopping what they were doing. What happened? So, I used the martial arts training from work to beat up cheaters' asses. Okay, Sho and Toby did cheat on us in their world. Plus, Kageyama here kept saying Moon was Shuyu. So you kicked your parallel husband and me's asses? Yeah. Yamaguchi combed his fingers through his hair and leaned against a stiff Tobio. Don't go stiff on me now, Toby. You owe me a year of bottoming. Hi. Yamaguchi smiled and patted Tobio's head. Kei chuckled a bit and headed to Moon. Moon looked at him, confused as to why he leaned in from behind. I have a theory I want to prove. I need to borrow your journal. Okay. It's on my bed. Kei nodded and retrieved the journal. He lifted Shoyo up, then sat them both on the beanbag. His hand tapping the yellow wings, making it transfer to Sun, who was flattened by its weight. After, he rested his hand in Shoyo's hair and combed through them. His other hand had the journal. Beside him, Tadashi pulled Tobio to their beanbag and smothered the still frightened Tobio. They didn't cheat, by the way. Really? Yup, somebody else fucked Sunshine and somebody else fucked Toby. Thank God it wasn't Shoyo. Yeah, you're welcome. Huh? So you were fine with anybody else? I could ask Suki to kill them. Anyway, what do you mean, you're welcome, Suki? You figured it out, Kei? To be continued.